Hello and welcome. I'm going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Monday, the 17th of March 2025. Monday puzzles tend to be a little bit easier than, say, Fridays, and I'm looking at the name game Trelawney, and I'm kind of almost rubbing my hands in glee because Trelawney is probably the setter who, on average, I have always found fast times easiest. I mean, probably I've PB'd with Trelawney. The first year I was doing crosswords, when I was quite often struggling to break an hour, even sometimes, or a few. I think in the first year of proper crosswording I got about 15 times under 20 minutes. My PB was a Trelawney of 11 minutes. This year I've had a 609 puzzle, and funnily enough, last month I had my PB at 5:15. Plus, I did have a Trelawney a few months ago where I did it in 4:45, but I had an error, a one-letter mistake. So I don't know. But having said that, I have had a 16 and a 19 minute with him at the end of the tail end of last year. So not sure how this is going to go. Going to reset the timer and just crack on. Two companies beginning to advertise cocoa drink. Certain about one insect's identifying mark. Scarab, wasn't it? Sure. A condiment knocked over reference. Book. Atlas or something. After taxes, party game. Cluedo. Something do, isn't it? I thought. Party do. Leave with first aid device for young bird. Leave first aid device, inhaler. Leave. Go. What's this down? Downs. Family close to deafening loud noise. Clang. Oh well. Clang. I'm so confused with clue for amphitheatre. That's a condiment. That's a go, I think. Unorthodox thinkers quote recalled by that woman. Unorthodox thinker by that woman. It's like her, I think. This quote is cite etica. No. Quote. Since I'm developing deadly foe. Nemesis, I think it is. Or is it enemies? It's either nemesis or enemies. Not sure. I'm not going to check the thing. Salt wine for relatives. Kindred. Kind. Ridders parade carrying on. Safe place to eat starter of night. Place safe. Starter of night is an N. Okay, rough wood taken from martial art. Rough wood. Most of forest's workers. Stove. Most forest. Stove is a range, ant, hand. Workers, ants. Okay, well, not gone too well on the Trelawney for once. This one, I'm so confused. With clue. It's Colosseum, isn't it? Colosseum. Not quite sure why that works, but attack. Alas, is going wrong. Is that just alas is, which is a sail? Yep, I think so. Piano. Oh, piano technician caught fish. Tuna. What am I doing? Where have I got to? I'm looking at the wrong clue. That's tuna. That is pummel. Baseball player perhaps is catcher, pitcher, batter. Okay. Substitute with extremely rare poison. Cure. Substitute with position. Extremely rare. I think it's RE. Come back to that in a minute. Old conqueror. He hangs kings. Unfortunately, that just looks like an anagram, doesn't it? Genghis Khan. Hengis. How do you spell Genghis Khan? Is it that way? Going to take a risk. It's spelled like that. There's two H's in there. Yeah. Poem subsequently receives enthusiastic praise. So I'll get one. Unorthodox thinker's quote recalled by that woman. Is it her or she? This one, after taxes, party game. That's an anagram, isn't it? Extra. Is it an extra? No, it's not extra. After F No. This one, certain about, so that's sure, isn't it? Signature. I need to go back and look at all these clues and work out why they are what they are. This one here is a condiment. That's salt. Atlas. I said atlas in my head and then didn't think of salt. With first aid device for young bird is a... Oh, I don't know what a young bird is. Gosh. Leave us go. First aid device is a sling. Gosling. Ah, Gosling. I've spelled Genghis Khan wrong then. Gosling. Genghis Khan. Oh gosh, I just spelled Genghis Khan. Must be an S there, mustn't it? Again, that's right. Genghis Khan. Oh, that's her. Heretic. Had the site, didn't I? Heretic. That's not that. That is poem. Subsequently receives enthusiastic praise. There's something. Okay, let's get it down. So enliven an initially incapacitated pal. Animate. Rough wood. Taekwondo. Teak. Wondo. Taken one. Wood taken, yep. Ruler's Parade. Maharaja. Maha. No. Quickly wear introduction of symphonies slow movement. Anagram slow. Write. Quickly write is to scrawl. Crawl. Okay. That one. Require some gene editing is need. Require. That's monarch then, wasn't it? Monarch. Have to look at that one. Secure inside ranch. Ordinary. Is that cord? No. Anchor. Not a hidden word. Most of forest workers stove. I think that's a range, but I can't think why it's range. Oh, ranger. Okay. Yep. Safe place to eat. Starter of night is... that's the raven, isn't it? Poem, I'd think. I don't know why. Gonna have to... Oh, raven. Yep. Haven. Have an N. That one must be full. Dunce. Covered at first in pile of sand. Dunce, yep. Let's just leave these two up here. Oh, where are they? Okay. After taxes. Party game. Party. Netball. Which leaves that to be substitute with extremely rare position. Replace. 6:47. Well, considering how badly I started that, a 6:47 time is very good, I think, really, to be sub 7 on that, because I really struggled early on there. Let's go through the clues. I mean, that really highlights how in tune I generally feel with Trelawney. So, I mean, I'm looking at that thinking, well, Atlas, I think I said Atlas, but I couldn't think of salt. And I even, in my head, I was thinking a condiment backwards with salt, but didn't do it. I'm sure there's a couple of others there I had in my brain somewhere, but it didn't come out. Genghis Khan was okay. Tudor, but in the wrong place. Right, let's have a look. Two companies, so we've got CO is an abbreviation for company, so Sitco, Co, and then beginning to advertise, so the A of advertise, and Cocoa is a drink. Certain is sure, and that's going around. One for I, or I for one, and then insects. An insect is a gnat, G-N-A-T, so it gives you the signature, which is an identifying mark. A is in the clue. Condiment knocked over, so salt backwards, gives you the atlas, which is a reference book. After taxes, you've got gross income and net income, so after taxes net income, and a party is a ball, a big dancer ball, and a netball is a game. Leave is to go, so again, no one had it, I thought go and then didn't put it in immediately. Go. First aid device is a sling, which gives you the gosling, which I think is a young bird is a goose, a young goose. Unorthodox thinker is a heretic. So here's another one. Sight I talked about, but I wanted to put sight her actually. So her is that woman, and sight backwards is quote recalled as sight going backwards. Sense I'm is an anagram of nemesis, but remember it's almost but not quite an anagram of enemies, because there's only one S in enemies. So if you ever see that as an anagram, that's one worth remembering, because it held me up for a while trying to put enemies in there once on a clue like that. Anyway, sense I'm developing is an anagram of nemesis. Developing is your anagram indicator, and a deadly foe is a nemesis. Sort is a kind, so there's a kind of thing over there, sort of thing over there. Wine is a red, gives you kindred, which are relatives. Ruler is a monarch, a march, carrying on, literally put on into march. Safe place is a haven. Sorry, safe is haven. Place is a... hang on. Let me have a think about this. Safe place. To eat is to have. Yeah, I had dinner last night. I had dinner last night meant I ate dinner last night, so I'm having dinner today. I'm eating dinner today. Have is to eat. Starter of night is an inn, and a safe place is a haven. Rough is saying there's an anagram of wood taken for the martial art of taekwondo. Most of a forest worker is a ranger. A stove is a range, and again, no one there said range, but then started looking at ants and things. On the downs, we have a family, which is a clan, and then the close to deafening, so the final letter of deafening is a G, which gives us a clang, which is great. I think it's probably it's not quite an onomatopoeic word, but it does sound a bit like clang. I'm so. Okay, we've got an anagram of I'm so clue, I think. Those 8 letters. Confused is your anagram indicator to get to the Colosseum, which is an amphitheatre. Attack is to assail. Alas is an anagram of assail. Going wrong is the anagram indicator. If you pummel, you batter, and a baseball player perhaps is a batter. I mean, that's a good example of the difference between last week we had batter come up, and it's a double definition that really took similar construction, but the rather than being, it was not in, I think, for a cricket player or something, no, is in or something. So yeah, very different construction, much more obvious. Tuner is a piano technician is a tuner, someone who tunes them, but that would be spelled Tuner. Court is your sound like indicator, and a fish is a tuner, spelled this way. If you substitute something, you replace it. Extremely rare is the RE, and a position is a place. The unspellable Genghis Khan, shall we say? Another mistake on my part as I go through. So Genghis Khan was an old conqueror, somewhere around the 1200s to 1300s, I think. Came from Asia and headed west, I believe. Just an anagram of he hangs king. Unfortunately, is your anagram indicator. The Raven is a poem by Edgar Allan Poe. Now, why? What's going on here? Subsequently receives enthusiastic. Okay, so subsequently is then, THEN, and that's receiving enthusiastic praise, which is rave. To enliven is to animate. We've got an in the clue. We've got initially incapacitated is the I, and a pal is a mate. Scrawl is to quickly write. The introduction of symphony is an S, and slow movement is a crawl. Secure is to anchor. Oh, come back down. Now, secure is to anchor, and that is inside, saying it's a hidden word inside ranch ordinarily. A fool is a dunce. Covered at first. We've got the first letter of covered going in a pile of sand, which is a dune. And we've got another hidden word here. So require is a need. Some is your hidden word indicator, and at the end, starting at the end of Gene, we've got need going into editing. So there we go, all done. 6:47. Classic Trelawney. Thanks for that.